Alright, hope everybody's having a good one. Welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator with Cookie Pirate. Today, we're flying the Cirrus SR22, gonna go from Kodiak Island in Alaska. Short flight north to northeast, just up to Homer on the lower part of the Kenai Peninsula. Only about 35 minutes en route. We're gonna go at 13,000 feet, about 125 nautical miles. Climb aboard and let's go flying. The airport's fogged in. Kinda. Alright. We are loaded in on the ground here. Excuse me. Let's get the weather here. 0708, so runway 8 is perfect. 2 miles visibility, mist. 300 feet overcast. Only 10 Celsius or 50 degrees Fahrenheit on the ground. A far cry from Fort Yukon, where we were earlier, and it was 29, I think. It's like 31 or 32 up there now. Really hot. And down here, it's quite chilly. 29.91. Okay. Alright, first things first, let's go ahead and turn 2 battery switches on. Alright. Done all of those. Alright, -4, 25.8. Check volts. Amperage is going to be negative until the alternators come on after the engine starts. We can turn the strobe lights on. Mixture full rich. Power lever full forward, and let's make sure that those are as such. Fuel pump goes to boost. Clear the prop area. Yeah. Oh, look at that. You could just barely see the top of that mountain there. Pull back on that. On the throttle, just have a 1/4 inch open there. Let's engage the mags. Clear! Lean RPM for maximum RPM.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust.
There's the drop. It's about 1295. Yeah, right about there. I'll pull the power back to maintain 1000 RPM. Actually idling high. Oil pressure is good. Temperature is rising. Alternator switch is on. Avionics on. Engine instruments are all looking good right now. And the amp meter is showing no discharge. Flaps up, radios as set that we can actually go ahead and switch the fuel selector for now. Let's also just go ahead and get some autopilot stuff set up here. Pretty short flight over to Homer, so we're only going to 13,000 feet. There's 13,000. VNAV, FLC, we'll make sure that is set to 110. Come on. There we go, 110. Nav on. We'll also just set the heading though, 080 for now, just in case we need to use that for departure. So beyond that, let's go ahead and turn nav lights on, and we are ready to taxi for departure. Let's go ahead and zoom in here. That's a service road, yeah, not a taxiway. Okay. Let's go ahead and release the parking brake. Brakes work. Clear. It's just dark and dreary on the ground here at Kodiak. It wasn't too long ago we flew out of here and it had absolutely gorgeous weather, but that's not very common. Alright, we'll go ahead, stop here, set the parking brake, and we will do our run up real quick. There's first view. Alright, fuel quantity is good. Selector is on. Well, they're both about the same. Fuel pump is set to boost. Mixture goes to full rich. Flaps half and check. Transponder. Altitude. Alright, let's check the flaps. Good on the left, good on the right. Good. Alright, power up to 1700 RPM. Oh, that's too much. Come back a little bit there. Now, that's good enough there. Alright, landing light, parking brake, pitot heat on. Or, landing light, ice light, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said parking brake. Oh, because that popped up. Because I moused over it. Amperage is good, voltage is good. And we don't have any annunciator warnings or cautions for it. We're gonna leave the pitot heat on, turn the ice light off, we're gonna leave the landing lights on, so we get ready to taxi out for departure. We'll do a mag check, 1720. Let's go to the right. Good. Back to both. To the left. Good. Back to both. Engine parameters are all looking good at the moment. We can go back to idle power. Flight instruments, HSI, altimeter, all set. Let's check the flight controls. Rudder's good. Elevator is good. Ailerons are good. Back into the cockpit. And check the trim. Good. Autopilot is disconnected. We are ready to taxi out for departure. And we don't need to back taxi. Ton of runway. So we are gonna taxi right out here. Okay, here we go, full power. Airspeed's alive, engine instruments are looking good. There's 77, we can rotate. We're up. There's 90, we can bring the flaps up. There's one of the other runways. And we're gonna be in the fog in just a moment. Alright, we can engage the autopilot. We're gaining altitude fast enough, best rate, that we, oh yeah, we're gonna clear all this terrain like no problem. Alright, let's go ahead and run through a couple things here. Full power climb. Powerful forward mixture, we'll keep in the green. Flaps, confirm up. They're up. Go ahead, turn the landing light off. Fuel pump stays on boost. Oh, it said terrain, but we're fine, we're climbing over it. All of those look good. Yeah, we're not doing lean of peak cruise climb. Yeah, we'll just set preset for the cruise. Alright. Go ahead and set that there. And we're going to be climbing out for what looks to be a fair... Well, it looks like it's starting to break a little. Alright, temperature's freezing. We're going to get anti-ice on. Thought we would be out of the fog or out of the clouds, but because we are not, we're gonna turn the anti-ice systems on just in case. Okay. Oh, now we are. Actually, that looks really cool. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. There's more clouds up here. But you can see a few of these mountain peaks just kind of poking through the very top of those. We must have gone through a fairly high column of clouds here. Wow. That's actually really beautiful. Can't tell if that's texture. We actually did pick up just a little bit of ice. It's probably fine. Yeah, but that's pretty neat. So that's how short our flight is. We're really just going over from Kodiak to the lower portion of the Kenai Peninsula. There's 10,000 feet right there. We have a little bit of a tailwind component, which is helping us too. So yeah, 13,000 I think was a good altitude for this. We've got some more clouds higher up though. Yeah, actually. Go ahead and put a little cabin heat. So we may be going through some more. Yeah, there's some more clouds up here. The weather at Homer looks to be a bit better, and it's actually, if you look over toward, no, it's not great at Kenai. It's decent at Soldotna. It's beautiful at Seward. Yeah. Yeah, so we may actually be dealing with this most of the way. Alright, we just reached our cruise altitude. Go ahead and pull the power back. We're looking for 30.5. Come back down. 30.5 on the manifold. Alright, that's good enough there. 30.3 will work. Fuel pump can come off. We'll lean the mixture. Engine parameters are looking fine. Fuel flow, balance, cylinder head temperatures. Those are all good. Okay. Go ahead and have that preset. Exit icing, it says. Yeah. Oh, we can go ahead and turn that off. If we stay below this layer, I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, there's a little bit of ice kind of building up here. Alright, there's peak right exactly at 20. That's peak power, not peak temperature, which is when they say lean of peak, rich of peak is what they're referring to, is peak temperature. I refer to peak power because that's where we want to set.
my head again. You had your heart set on me, but these feels they come and go, and they come so easily. Tell me what it is about you that I can't forget, but you're breaking down my walls again just to set me free. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Staying up when I go out, you gotta know I'm all yours. But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words.
Kind of interesting, these couple little mountain peaks out here. I'm not sure what those are.
Fingertips are drifting away, and
Let me see if I can.
why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you
Yeah, they're.
always leave me?
It looks like they're out over here in the distance. No, no, those are too far. Those are not 13,000 feet tall. Oh, you know what? That might be the Iliamna volcano. Yeah, I think that might be Iliamna and Redout's volcano. But I'm not certain. Got a really neat view of them. This ice doesn't want to melt. -8. We're just below these clouds and the sun's not hitting them to, well, to warm them up, I guess you could say. Melt the ice. Take a look outside. We haven't really. Not yet. Just portions of the land, bunch of cloud buildup and stuff over that way. Another layer of clouds. Yeah, it's actually good we picked 13,000 because we'd be in them, and I don't know how much higher above that layer goes. So we could have some serious icing problems if we went up through that. So sticking with 13,000 was a good decision for now. It's showing only about another 23 minutes to Homer. Let's see if we can get the weather. Yes. Alright, 250 at 9, so that means we're gonna take runway 22. Which actually has a better approach. 10 miles visibility, broken 4,800, 61 degrees Fahrenheit, 16 Celsius on the ground, 2992 on the altimeter. So the weather is getting better. I tried to do that, yeah. And we're just going to be over the water for a bit. So we'll pass over Seldovia, the very bottom of the Kenai Peninsula. And then we'll cross over a little bit more water. And then Homer will be right there. If we were to go beyond Homer, we'd be flying over the Kenai Peninsula, and the towns of Kenai and Soldotna would be another little way forward. Actually, we'll pull up the map and take a look. So here's Kodiak. This is where we took off out of. Just flying over that. Here's where we are right now. It's actually a pretty substantial crosswind. We're angled so much. Kenai Peninsula starts here. Homer is here. Kenai and Soldotna are up here. And then Seward actually sits over here on the other side of the peninsula. And then just up here is Anchorage. To kind of give you an idea relative to everything in the area. Let's go ahead and get the approach entered in. We're gonna do the RNAV. LPV 22. And let me take a look here. We are going to fixes are only Cassie and Zubvi. So we're actually gonna try vectors. Oh. Minimums are 386. We'll set 390. We'll hit load. And we can go direct to the initial fix of Kutna or Julmu, which are before the final approach fix. Right down there. Forgot to switch fuel again. So you can actually see it's starting to see the land of the Kenai Peninsula up ahead. Fuel imbalance, so of course I forgot that again. Let's actually just go ahead for now. Set direct. Fuel imbalance will correct itself. We're gonna end up losing our, no, actually not. No, because we're angled so much, we're still maintaining a little bit of that, tailwind component. Only about 5 knots or so compared to out of the 26 knot the wind up here is right now. Actually, not all that bad. We'll go ahead and set the altimeter 2992. So each hundredth of an inch that we change it, so from 2991 to 2992, like we just did, is about a difference of 10 feet.
Was it the voice? Was it the fire burning in me? All of the noise turned into choirs of harmony. Left me with the pieces of forever that you broke. But since you left me alone, I've been high.
Alright, so 4,000 feet is the crossing restriction for Kutna, which is where we're direct to right now. If we change it to Julmu, it drops to 2,700. But for right now, we're just going to set that. Of course, we're not going to start descending until we reach the top of descent point, which is just right about when we cross over the start of the peninsula. And right now we're halfway, I would say, halfway between the peninsula and start of, well, this island right here isn't Kodiak Island, but it's kind of lumped together as such. This is Kodiak. But as it stands, we're probably just a little better than halfway. Not only between these, but also just between our two airports. So the plan is we're gonna come down here. It's gonna give us quite a turn here. Fly us right down to the airport. This should actually be a pretty fun approach. That's pretty. Those islands down there just behind the wing. Looks like the cloud layer up here is lifting as we progress further in. Let's just take a look outside. Yeah, I think so. That's pretty neat there. So we're adding a little bit of time to our flight in total just because we have to go out to the approach fix. Getting ready to start our descent here in just a moment. See if we get the updated weather. Should be coming through in a moment. Yeah, there it is. Yep. 250 at 9, same wind, pretty much. Visibility's 10, 5,000 broken, still 16 Celsius. 2991. Lower that one notch. That's pretty. To start to see some of these mountains. If you were to go up this way, Seward would be a fair ways up. That's kind of along this, so to speak, southern coast. I'm really sure that actually makes much of a difference. Yeah, maybe it does a little bit, just in lighting wise.
The summer's calling. The summer's calling. If the kingdom's overthrown, meet me at the cornerstone. I know that I can't be without you. This
Got a
bond
bump right
is
there.
solid gold. We're a diamond and an emerald. It took me forever to find you. 'Cause when it's all over, the love that you give will be there to guide you.
Alright, started our descent. Let's go ahead and pull the power back a bit.
Now we've been
We're only looking for about 18 inches on the manifold pressure. Should be about 40%.
the summer's calling.
Right about there is good. And we're actually still picking up a little speed. We'll have to watch that. It's starting to get a little bit bumpy as we pass over this. It's been smooth most of the way. Alright, let's run through checklist here. Altimeter is set. Cabin heat. We're just going to leave that on for now. Landing light. Fuel system is looking good. We're fine on that. That's all good. Mixture we'll just keep within. It's before landing.
As we wait for the smoke to clear and we watch our dreams appear, I know that we can rise together. This vision that we share is ours. Together we can touch the stars. I know that we will see December. 'Cause when it's all over, the love that you give will be there to guide you in every way. Now we've been through the cold and darkest day. The summer's calling.
Now with some of these mountain peaks, we just want to make sure we don't get too low. Of course, we'll have the terrain awareness thing pop up. These are not particularly high. But as we descend down to 4,000 feet, we just want to make sure that we maintain the proper clearance from them.
Summer's calling.
In fact, we'd actually take it down to 2,700 when we turn to intercept the Jumlu fix, or Julmu, or whatever it's called. Julmu, yeah, okay. It's 2,700. Now I need to come back on the power even a little bit more. Let's try to bleed off a little bit of this speed. Let's pop some de-ice on just in case. Oh, that's pretty down there. You can see these, kind of these mountains and hills. There's some of them have the trees there, and that's pretty. I don't think we can really see it right now, but Homer's going to be kind of like along there. Now it says the broken layer of clouds is down at 5,000. If we get below that, we see the airport. We can just turn. Just call it in sight and go visually. So we'll be on the ground in about 10 minutes. It'll probably be a tad more. 12 or so. I think the airport's pretty near. I don't think it's on here, but I think it's a little bit. Oh, is that it right there? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. I mean, we could turn toward it now. We have clouds up ahead in the way. And a lot of altitude to drop pretty quickly. But yeah, there's the airport. Yep. And then Seldovia is right back, I think, over here. De-ice can come off as it's above freezing. Turn that down. Oh, well, there's definitely better up here. Veto heat has to stay on a little bit longer. gonna take some more power out just so we can get kind of slowed down. Just keep an eye on this temperature here. We don't want it to go below 240 for long. If it does, we'll just kind of cycle the power in a little bit. Start our turn here in a second. That's pretty. Even though it's middle of June and they're almost end of June and there shouldn't be snow on the ground. Not this far south. On the north slope there might be some places, although it's probably a good bit of it's melted after the last couple days. It's been really hot even up there. Let's take some more power out. Now we'll continue all the way down. Just take some more power out. Kind of keep our turn going. Temps dropped a little below 240, or 231 we added power in. Okay. We'll go ahead and go half flaps at the final approach fix. And now it's flying the diamond for us. The icon there. That's actually really good. That's what I wanted it to do. Alright, let's do final items. Checklist here, seatbelts, yeah, shoulder harnesses. You can't undo and do seatbelts and such in the sim, otherwise you would. Alright, fuel pump goes to boost, mixture goes full rich, flaps are already at half, autopilot will keep on until we get to minimums. And we'll just look real quick at these. Flaps airspeed, power lever as required, brakes is required, yeah. It's always good to have a plan for a balked landing, or what is go around. I'll do that there. And we're flying the approach pretty well. We'll leave half flaps until we get lower. Nav should be on. And that like automatically takes over. I'm not certain. Yeah, we're just a little bit off course at the moment. Not badly. We can... That will correct over time with the GPS. Take a little bit of power out. And we'll just kind of let the airspeed bleed until we're ready to put full flaps. We're going kind of right at the limit for full flaps. Yeah, we're actually looking pretty good right now. It's up to 14 Celsius on the down here, and I think on the ground it was said to be 16. Go ahead and turn the pitot heat off. We don't need it. The rest of that we'll leave in. Alright, we're slow enough and close enough to the runway. Let's go ahead and go full flaps. Minimums are 390 on this. We got a little ways to go. But we've got runway in sight. We're pretty well landing a shirt. It's 500 call out. Getting low, there's minimums. Well, a little bit of wind shear here. Easy, let's add a little power. Starting to sink right here. Alright, we're good. There we go. Just add a little bit of power to kind of control that descent rate. Come right over this way. Looking good. Alright, let's take the power out. Easy. Floating a little bit here. Yeah. Alright. Not bad. I'll take the power out. Flaps up. And let's just roll. I didn't think Homer had an airline terminal. If that's what that over there is, maybe not. I don't know. We'll go ahead and make a left turn up here. So you can see all the parking over here. A little bit of a shimmy in the nose wheel right there. I don't know why it does that, but alright, and let's, just a tad. Okay. They're all good. We can shut the fuel pump off. Transponder goes to standby. Lights can all come off. Pitot heat is off. De-icing is all off. We needed to check because we're using that. And now let's just run through the shutdown checklist real quick. Alright, fuel pump is off. Throttle is idle. We'll do idle cutoff on the mixture. Alright, there we go. Whoops. Okay. And we'll hit switches here in just a second. Cut avionics. Magnetos are off. Ah! Yeah, that looks kind of bugged. I don't know what's going on with that there. It looks like 47 minutes effectively. And yeah, that looks about right. So, whatever. There are bugs occasionally. All that's left to do there is shut the rest of these switches off. And we are good to go. Alright folks, welcome to Homer, Alaska. Thanks for flying with me as always, and hope to have you aboard on the next one. Until then, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you.